What's up, peeps? Shannon and Cassandra here, and today we are going to be playing more Lord of the Rings Two Towers! So I had a bit of an oopsie. So, for those of you who don't know, because we've never shown our setup, and I don't know if we ever will, we have a monitor and like a nightstand that has a tray with my Xbox on it, and then we have our capture card, and that's on the floor, and then we have a nice little folding table that we keep our Zoom, which we record audio with, and my laptop on for recording the video. I actually normally leave my laptop on this when we're not recording video as well, so I was going to be doing some stuff with the laptop while having my lovely cup of tea. And I guess I didn't realize, A, how full the teacup was, and I didn't realize how wobbly the table was.
Shit, man. Go in the right direction.
And so I put down my tea, and I think I spilled like a quarter of the cup onto the table, on my phone.
Oh, wow.
I managed to rescue the cards that we got yesterday as like some of our contacts for our project, so they're fine. But I also have a USB that I call my life, which is like all of our files for our other project. And it got a good dose of tea, so I've rinsed it, but I have no idea how it is. It's a Panasonic one, though, so those are supposed to like stand up to stuff.
You're a walking disaster. I think you should be banned from drinking or feeding yourself. I think someone should do it for you.
Ouch, man. It's not my fault I have a drinking problem. Yeah. So that was how my day went. And then I got crushed by a troll.
I saw Mad Max recently.
Oh, how was that?
I hated it.
Really?
Yeah. Like a lot.
Did you have, like, built up expectations of awesomeness?
No, I didn't. I had no expectations. I really didn't know what I was going to experience. And everyone I was watching it with hated it as well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I know people are probably, like, freaking out because I don't like Lord of the Rings. I don't like Morrowind, and now I don't like Mad Max. They're like, what the hell's wrong with this person?
Fair. I mean, it's you don't like the books because they are slow, and I completely get that. And you haven't actually seen the movie.
No, I haven't.
So I feel like it's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
But yeah, I felt like the protagonist, Mad Max, was kind of a pointless character and shouldn't have been in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like,
wow.
Charlize Theron, her character is fantastic. I liked a lot of the side characters. The storyline itself was okay. The costumes were awesome. The character designs were awesome. The props were awesome.
Okay.
Some of the lighting choices were really interesting. But Mad Max, what a pointless character. It was like the way he was so just flat. I didn't understand. To me, he had no purpose whatsoever. He's kind of like an old-fashioned female character. You know what I mean? Like in old movies, how women characters were just
He's
there.
a femme fatale?
Yeah, he was there. Except he wasn't even a love interest. He was just kind of like support, an ally. Except I feel like they could have done it without him. It could have been, that role could have been filled by someone else in the movie. They didn't need him. He didn't help the narrative at all. So I'm not sure what was going on with that. They might have just had it be a Mad Max film simply to get people in the seats to watch the movie.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, to me, it was not good. I really want to see the original, because I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen any original or new,
Mm-hmm.
but everyone on, like, I know has been raving about how
I know.
amazing it is. So
I know! There's one character that just plays guitar
Okay.
on this, like, giant car with a whole bunch of speakers on it. for no reason. He just plays the guitar for pretty much the majority of the movie. Whenever you see them racing down the road, he's on his guitar, and the guitar shoots flames.
You need tunes, man.
But he was probably the best character in the movie for me.
Okay.
Actually, someone was cosplaying as him at Fan Expo yesterday.
Okay, I'm really like, you can tell it when when you've been out of the con scene for a while, when you don't recognize like a majority of the people, because
like, you mean the costumes?
Yeah, because I feel like the costumes, they go through trends, so it's like, if you see a costume one year, you're guaranteed to see it for like the next 3 years, and then suddenly there's a shift in what's popular.
There was a shitload of Harleys yesterday.
I saw a Suicide Squad Joker.
Yeah, I saw a couple of those ones. And I saw a lot of female Jokers. And those were kind of the most interesting takes on the Joker. Like, some of them are really classy, and others were like,
yes,
the typical, thank God, finally. The typical, like, you know,
just wait,
smaller clothed, excuse wear skimpy outfit Joker.
Yeah. I saw a lot of good ones. I saw someone as Ruby, from Rooster Teeth's Ruby. I saw a Blythe and a Yang. So for anyone who doesn't know, it's a animated series done by Rooster Teeth, RWBY, Ruby. They're actually going to be selling it in Japan soon.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's very exciting. I saw Nathan Drake. I thought that was great.
I saw him too.
Yeah, there were a lot of very good ones, and then there's
a bunch of Attack on Titan, which I liked.
I didn't recognize them, so I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, you haven't watched it yet, so.
Nope. But yeah, there were a lot of amazing cosplays. Saw about like 3 or 4 film crews.
Because 1 isn't hard enough. Here's 2.
For a second, I thought you meant cosplays, and I'm like, well, yeah, I know some people do like 1 a day, but it's okay. I knew this was coming. Actually, this was something I wanted to talk about. I found it interesting that this year they have cosplay, like well-known cosplayers featured as guests. Where
this year,
people
last year, and I think it might have been the year before that as well.
Yeah, but it is a newer thing. I just find it interesting because, like, people are actually lining up. No offense to cosplay, like the well-known cosplayers, because honestly, they deserve all the credit they can get because some of their stuff is amazing and it's all very professional level and whatnot. But it's like, you have people lining up to get autographs from people who make costumes now.
Yeah.
Which, on one side, I think that's fuck! Oh! Are you kidding?
That's nice.
Oh, thank you! Oh yeah, so I think it's, first of all, I think it's great that people are now recognizing how hard work it is to do costumes and things like that, and they are, like, they want to get the autographs of these people, although, like, I'm sure some of them are, like, more, because they're almost, I'm going to say, quote-unquote celebrities once again, but I find it interesting that, although, like, they have cosplayers now, but they don't have any YouTubers. Because I feel like that is becoming a bigger thing at conventions. Most of the conventions you hear about, like PAX, PAX East, PAX Prime, RTX,
they'll probably add them eventually.
Comic-Con and stuff, have the YouTubers. I hope they do, and I hope they do it at least like next year, because they will. First of all, they'll gain so much more attendance, which may or may not be a good thing, just based on like crowds and stuff. But I'm sure they can expand once more. But it's also like, it gives a chance for Canadian fans to be able to meet these people. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I wanted to go to PAX Prime and meet these people, or I wanted to go to this, but it's in another country.
Yeah, too much money.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't want to, like, no offense to all these amazing conventions like Comic-Con and...
Are you kidding? I'd love to go to Comic-Con.
I would love to go to Comic-Con. I would love to go to PAX. I'd love to go to all these things. But I would have to travel, and I'd have to pay to travel, and I'd have to get a hotel, and...
There's nothing this way. I don't know where I'm going
you're
here.
Going back the other way.
Okay.
I don't really know where I was going with that, but yeah.
You can't afford it?
Yeah, it's basically, it would be nice to have something more affordable and close by for Canadian fans. So that's it for this video.
So until next time, go out and play, peeps.
Bye!
Yeah, it's for this reason, because this actually is also a reason, maybe a stronger reason for doing it.
Okay. But at that point, do they still need to be rude?
No.
Oh yeah, and you don't know the interrupting cow one.
No.
It's a knock-knock joke.
Okay.
So it's like knock-knock.
And back and forth, and then a cow interrupts.
Okay, fine.
I got it from interrupting cow. I was like, it's pretty self-explanatory.